Greetings from Health Angel Solutions again. In this video, I'll show you 6 incredible foods and practical ways to control your blood sugar levels and reverse your diabetes, so you should watch it if you have the disease, someone in your family has it, or you want to protect yourself from diseases like it. How does diabetes develop? You see, you can lower your blood sugar levels in a matter of days if you have a thorough understanding of what diabetes is and why it occurs. And we're going to recommend that you can eradicate diabetes at its source if you adhere to the regimen correctly. You see, our body uses the food we eat to produce glucose and other nutrients so we can have energy. However, this energy is only acquired when glucose enters our body's cells, and insulin is crucial for this process. The hormone insulin is responsible for transporting blood glucose into each cell, where it is converted into energy. Therefore, it is normal for blood glucose levels to be normal so that our bodies can regulate them. A blood glucose level of 100 mg per deciliter is generally regarded as good, and the body can still regulate it even if it increases to 200 mg per deciliter. However, if it reaches 300 mg per deciliter, our body is unable to regulate it since the pancreas generates as much insulin as it can given the elevated glucose level and the increased need for insulin. After a while, though, it is unable to manufacture any more insulin, and blood glucose levels continue to rise. Blood hardens and becomes unable to pass through blood arteries when blood glucose levels are high, which hinders effective blood flow to various body regions. As a result, a lack of adequate blood flow causes several organs to begin to degrade. Furthermore, inflammation results from excessive glucose that stays in the blood vessels for an extended period of time. As a result, diabetes can lead to numerous other problems if it is not managed. How can diabetes be reversed? What might be the remedy for someone with diabetes? Using the extra glucose in your blood cell to reduce its amount is the first step. Additionally, make use of the surplus glucose in the blood by exercising or consuming meals that prevent the blood or cell glucose levels from rising. However, we typically take diabetic medications to regulate blood sugar levels and eat meals that are not appropriate, which leaves the underlying cause of diabetes untreated. Your body's glucose level rises whenever you eat the wrong foods, too many sweets, foods high in carbohydrates, or products derived from simple sugars. This raises the body's levels of triglycerides, cholesterol, and fats. Therefore, it's important to realize that you need to make dietary changes if you wish to address other difficulties in addition to fighting diabetes. Furthermore, I would want to let you know that there are people whose diabetes runs in the family. You may be relieved to learn that only 10 to 15% of the variation is due to genetics. The remainder is determined by your diet and lifestyle. As a result, the subject of what to eat comes up. We won't give you a long list today. To effectively control your blood sugar levels and reverse diabetes, you simply need to include the following 6 foods in your diet. So let's get started right now and learn all there is to know about these 6 dishes. First, salad. First of all, salad is an essential part of your regular nutrition. You should eat a plate of salad before lunch or dinner if you have diabetes or are at risk for developing it. Some studies suggest that eating salad before meals lowers blood sugar levels after meals. How does this occur? The reason behind this is because the salad we consume is made up of raw, fresh vegetables, which have a lower glycemic index than any cooked dish. A low glycemic index means that the food's glucose is not released as rapidly, which keeps blood sugar levels from rising too quickly. The fact that salads instantly satiate appetite and leave you feeling less hungry for longer is the second reason to eat them before meals. Before meals, add cucumber, carrots, cauliflower, or testra to your salad. You can lightly steam them and consume them if you don't like raw food. Raw red onions come in second. Eating raw onions, particularly red onions, is advised to reverse the body's sugar balance. Bioactive substances like quercetin, which are found in raw onions, help persons with type 2 diabetes better tolerate glucose and regulate their blood sugar levels. Onions can be eaten on their own or combined with salad. A study found that diabetic patients who had 100 grams of raw onions saw a 40-point drop in blood sugar levels in just 4 hours. There are other health advantages of eating raw onions. Make it a habit, then. Oats come in at number 3. The third piece of advice for diabetes patients is to use oats instead of wheat or rice in their meals. It has been observed that Asians frequently eat white rice and wheat, which have a high glycemic index and rapidly raise blood sugar levels. It's crucial to utilize oat flour rather than wheat. Because of their low glycemic index, oats have been shown to lower blood sugar levels. To boost blood sugar levels, try switching to oat bread for a few days instead of wheat bread. Use millets instead of white rice to help reduce blood sugar levels. The fourth item is fruits. The fourth piece of advice is to eat fruits on a regular basis, but to think about consuming one fruit at a time, depending on the season. Because they can occasionally raise blood glucose levels, avoid consuming large amounts of sweet fruits like pineapple, mangoes, or ripe bananas. To take advantage of the fibers that assist lower blood sugar levels, it's also crucial to eat whole fruits rather than fruit juice. Patients with diabetes benefit from eating jam fruit. Natural sugar, which is found in fruits, is less toxic than refined sugar. Thus, develop the daily practice of eating important fruits. Healthy fats are number 5. Every meal you consume will have proteins, fats, and carbohydrates in addition to the good fats in your diet. While fats metabolize more slowly and stay in the body for a longer amount of time, providing constant energy, carbs are metabolized fast to raise the glucose level. This keeps blood sugar levels stable. Consequently, if you wish to regulate your blood sugar levels, you should consume more healthy fats and less carbs and sugar. Additionally, dry fruits like almonds, cashews, flax seeds, chia seeds, coconut, and walnuts provide healthy lipids. You can thus eat one of these if you're feeling peckish in the afternoon. Avoid using vegetable oils as well. Because processed oils contain numerous compounds that may be detrimental to your health, it is preferable to use pure oil. Whole pulses are number 6. Lastly, whole pulses are a food that can help reduce blood sugar levels. It is preferable to utilize whole beans rather than cleaning and husking them. Like whole cup beans and black chickpeas, they are lower in glycemic index and include more fiber and proteins. They aid in blood sugar regulation quite successfully. You can reduce your blood glucose levels in a matter of days and possibly even reverse your diabetic condition if you stick to this kind of diet for even a week and exercise for 20 to 30 minutes every day. Thank you for viewing. Please subscribe if you're new to my channel so you can watch more. Enjoy your day.